Oh, hello, my beautiful people. Today, it is snowing in England. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? The first snow, so I had to share it with you. So today, I'm going to be drawing while it's snowing outside. How beautiful. How absolutely beautiful. Should we let Mr. Miro see the snow? Hey, Mr. Miro, look at the snow. Come and see the snow. He's not sure. Come on then. Come on. Well, that's today. Today we are snowing in the south of England. But somebody's too scared to come out. Let's do some drawing. Well, hello and welcome back to a snowy England. How beautiful is that? The first snow of England. And you've captured it. Or I captured it for you. How beautiful is that? How absolutely fantastic. Oh, that's a nice nib. I bought a load of these cheap kind of nib holders from China. I think they're only a couple of pound each. And I have decided to go through all my nibs and pull out something odd and different. This one's a wobbly one, but still, it is a delightful nib. Very smooth. It's quite incredible, the snow. My friend up north, my friend Julia, wrote to me and said, "Hey, we've got snow." And I was like, "Wow, snow already." Well, you know, those northern people, of course they've got snow. You know, us southerners, we don't get snow. And then probably about half an hour later, I looked out, I was like, what? That's very heavy. That's very thick rain. Snow. How beautiful. How absolutely beautiful. So I thought I'd do some snowy drawings. Not that they've got anything to do with snow, but they might be. We never know, do we? Lovely big cute eyeball at the moment on what looks like a cat. There's been a few cats recently, but there has been a lot of people asking for different types of cats, you know. Cats are always quite nice to draw. And for those who like cats, I have got a whole book of cat where there's lots of kind of naughty cats. I love that book. And there's lots of them in the bookshops if you want one. Lots of everything in the bookshops. So I thought I'd do another 4 drawings today. I thought I'd do another batch of 4 just to, since they've been really well received doing 4 little drawings. Although I do rather kind of enjoy getting into one big drawing, but these kind of little sketchy things are quite nice too. I can't remember the last time we had snow. In fact, I do remember the last time we had snow. The last time we had snow was 3 years ago when I just got Miro, and he had been in the garden, and he was kind of running around trying to eat the whole garden, which is really quite cute. Um, he literally was extremely excited and wanted to eat everything. And I have some very cute videos of him jumping around in the snow. But usually in England, when we have snow, the whole of the world ceases to work. All, we get trains that get closed down. We got motorways that close. And you go to places like Korea. I was in Korea for a few years, and you get places like in North Korea, in South Korea, where they literally turn up and everything works as normal. It's just like it's snow. What's the big deal, And it's quite incredible. In fact, China's the same. It's like if there's, 200 million tons of snow in one night, the Chinese seem to go in and clean it all up for you before the morning comes. It's really makes England look like, 1821 or something. There's a cute little girl. Cute little girl cat. Why not? I always put claws on a cat because I always kind of seem to see that cats always have their claws. Like anything new, anything exciting, claws come out. It's like I'm always quite worried about holding a cat. Well, there you go. There's a lovely lady cat to start the drawing sessions off with. And these are going to be there is going to be another auction probably. I really wasn't too sure. I had so many things go wrong with me learning how to do it and to uploading things, and everything was a little bit kind of disastrous. But I might try again because I now have so many that are there, and I think some of them might actually work out to be really quite a lovely Christmas present. It would be nice to have a little cat original as a Christmas gift. Especially this little signed original, which is even better, right? There we are. I always love to do spots, so I'm going to do a spotty dress. I do like my patterns on clothing, as you can see from my rather lovely kind of pullover, cardigan, whatever you want to call them. So there's the first one, a nice little cat. Cats and birds have been very popular, so I do have to kind of keep up with what is popular. Another piece of paper. Is that in the camera? Yes, it's in the camera. So we're going to try and do something. I still haven't found my little my little magic paintbrush. I don't know what I've done with it. Look at my paintbrush. Look. It's all dried up and terrible, 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 terrible. I shouldn't show that type of stuff. I should show my super professional side of me. Let's get a brush and do something. Let's do something. Ooh, quite wet. I didn't realize it was that wet. Let's put some ink in there. Darken it up a little. And the ink that I am using is actually Talon's ink. It's for these kind of sketchy ones I use Talon's, and for the more kind of illustrative things I tend to, though not always, I tend to use the Winsor Newton. I have talked about this before, but I still get a lot of questions about it. The reason being that the Talon's ink is a little wetter and a little bit more kind of fluid, a little bit more easy to make a mess with, as you can see there. So that is the reason for doing so. I do like my ink slightly wetter than most. I do feel I need to have that fluidity of it, that kind of natural movement of it. Otherwise, I find that the drawing can be quite stiff. And I do like to get that thick and thin, as you know. I do like to have a nice thick and thin feeling about my drawings. I like to have a little bit of a blob and a pop of the ink. I do feel it adds a lot more kind of character to the drawing, as you can see. And today we are drawing a little turtle. Quite lovely. And today I have a checkup at the doctor's. I don't like doing that. I really don't. I always kind of get a little bit too kind of, you know, worried about little silly things. You know, what about if I go in and they find out I've got 2 horns on my head or something, you know? What happens if, you know, I go in and they find out I've got 8 legs, you know, that I never knew before? You know, I'm always quite ridiculously childish about such matters. I just always have been, and I know you don't need to be, and blah 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 blah, but it just always seems to be my overly active mind is always coming up with stories, and you know, which is never a good thing when you're going to the doctor. It wasn't. I mean, it's a good thing during the day, but it's never a good thing during visits to the doctor. And I always have to keep my second brain quiet. You know, when I go into the doctor, I say, right, first brain, you speak, second brain, shut up. You know, and then I go in, and then the doctor will say, so, Kieran, how have you been? And my second brain will go, oh, he's got a spot on his bum. No, don't tell them that. You know, And I'll always kind of say, well, I have had this ache on my drawing arm, or stop. Whereas my first brain is very much like, no, you're in perfect health. You're amazingly healthy. Right, can we go home now? Which I should listen to. I should listen to more. You know. Right, I got a very charming message yesterday from someone who said, "Can I fix you up with my mother? You'd be quite a cool dad." Oh, delightful! That was so lovely. It did make me laugh. And of course, the answer was yes. If she looks anything like Wonder Woman, please send her forward. As you know, I have a great love for Linda Carter and her Wonder Woman role. One of those kind of, again, I was going to say a very childish thing, but I was like, well, I seem to be quite genuinely quite a childish person anyway. I think. I guess you kind of have to be childish in a way to do my type of job. You know, I guess there has to be that kind of childish element to you to want to draw little turtles and such like. I guess that's just part of the life. And it's a beautiful part of life. As I've said a million times, I love my life. I love my job. I love everything about it. But it's not the type of job that you kind of generally talk about. It's like, I don't go to the park and say, "Hey, I drew this beautiful little turtle this morning." I just don't do it. I tell you what, as it's a special day today, I'm going to say it's a turtle that's walking in the snow. How cool is that? Look at that. I'm going to draw some snow falling. Just so we remember this day that I drew this turtle in the snow. Is that beautiful or is that beautiful? So what are you doing today? Are you drawing? Are you drawing with me? Are you drawing along with me? That would be nice. And that is number 2. That is my little turtle, which I'm quite pleased with. Quite cute. And he's walking in the snow. Right, so number 3 of the 4. Let's check it's in the camera. It is indeed. And we are going to draw... I don't know. Let's just draw a line and it'll probably give me some... Okay. That kind of looks a little bit like a rabbit. So let's try and draw a rabbit. Oh, the snow is continuing. It it has been raining, so the chances of the snow actually settling is probably very small. But it is beautiful to look. You know, where I draw, I have two big glass doors that lead out to the garden, which if you've watched these videos before, you have seen. And it's quite a beautiful thing to sit here and draw and watch the snow falling. Or the sun rising, or the sun setting. It's quite a magical window, really. I guess as it is coming up, it's now the end of, or mid November, it's 19th of November, so we've literally got a month left before Christmas. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Where did this year go? Where did the time go? Where, you know, I'm always kind of baffled by time. Well, you know, I mean, to be very honest, I don't really have the best concept of time. I'm really quite famously known for you know, just not understanding time. I just for example, I will put up a video. I will just post it up, and it's been up there 3 minutes, and then I'll jump on and I'll say, no one's watched it yet. You know, and I'll think, oh, why? I thought that was a good video. Oh, why has nobody watched it? And so that side of me, I kind of can see that the concept of time just is not there. It does not exist. And it's kind of the same if I'm waiting for somebody. It's like, you know, I can't bear the thought of somebody turning up late. Doesn't matter what happened. You know, there could have been an alien spacecraft had crashed onto the motorway, and they turned up late. It drives me mad. Why? What? How is it possible? You know. Alright, maybe he's running. Maybe he's kind of like a running hare. Fabulous. He's running along. There you go. That's what he's up to. He is he's a running hare. I guess the hare and the turtle, you know, the hare and the tortoise. Oh, it didn't finish his shell. Look at that. And you never told me. You didn't tell me that I didn't finish his shell. There you go, finished. And these morning little sketches are quite nice. They're quite delightful, really, to draw a little something. And there's been a lot of, I've done quite a few videos this week actually. So do pop over and have a look. Tell me what you think. I do wait for comments. So if you've got any thoughts or just want to say hello, do pop me a note. I think there've been some quite nice ones actually this week. 3 Steps to Me was yesterday's one. I quite enjoyed doing that one. I find it's quite bizarre the fact that I talk so much without a script. You know, like somebody will send me a message and I'll read the message and I'll think, I should talk a little bit about, and then I just talk. But it can't be too bad because I do get lovely comments from people, and so far nobody has said shut up. And that is my little running hare. How cool is that? Lovely. So that's number 3. What will number 4 be? I did really enjoy drawing that bat the other day. I must admit, I really did. I'm not sure I want to draw another bat, but I did really got a great feeling from it. What else can we draw? What can we draw? What can we draw? A dog. We've done a cat. We've done a dog. We could do a dog. We could do some kind of dog, couldn't we? Dogs are quite a cool subject. Give him a large bulbous nose. And I would love to see how many new subscribers we get. I'm already, to be honest, I'm really quite impressed. How many? I think we've got like 200 new subscribers this month, which has been really quite lovely. It's nice to know that there's so many people that are interested in these little drawing videos. And it's always quite shocking when people tell me where they are actually writing from. It is really quite amazing that this little video channel has received so many followers. It's really quite beautiful. I never really thought that this channel would be as big as it is, to be honest. I just thought it would be a nice way to kind of do a few drawings on video. I think it kind of started around the time of one of the Ink Octobers when I was doing the Cat book, and I kind of posted up a couple of drawing videos of the cats, and I got really quite a lovely response from people. and I really wasn't expecting that. And from that lovely response, the kind of the channel grew, which was absolutely delightful. And basically, I tried to do, over that kind of period of time, I tried to do whatever the word was, that I would do it in a cat. Or if it was grumpy, I would do a grumpy cat. If it was like whatever, aeroplane, then I'd do a cat driving an airplane or something like that, you know. And it worked out so much fun. I really actually, it kind of gave me a love back for drawing as well, to be honest. I mean, I love drawing, but I never really had shared it up until that point. So it was quite beautiful to see all this interest all of a sudden, you know, which was phenomenal. You know? It really was. And so I kept doing it. I kept doing more and more. And now I think we've got something like 3,500 videos now on the channel. Just quite remarkable. And that really is a huge thank you to all of you. For all of you people for being so interested and being so kind. I got so many lovely messages over the years, and it really has given me the kind of the power to keep going. The kind of, your love has basically fueled my whole passion and love for this. So a very big thank you to all of you. And this is just a little kind of sketchy drawing morning. There's another 4 drawings for you, and I hope you enjoy them. And tell me which one you prefer. There's 4 there. You like the cat, you like the turtle, you like the running hare, you like the jumping dog. Which is your favorite for today? I would love to hear. And of course, if you just want to say hello, you're very welcome. And as I always say about this point, if you want to donate to the channel also, you're extremely welcome to do so. All the proceeds that come in go to keeping this channel alive, go to keep me in ink. That's basically ink and paper is all it gets spent on, nothing else. So there you have 4 delightful drawings for your morning, and I hope you enjoyed them. Tell me, which one do you like? I kind of like the turtle, to be honest. He's kind of got that nice kind of wobbly, edgy type of walk to him. I love that. So thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for showing your support. And please come back for more. If you haven't subscribed, hit that button. Let's see you back here. Let's get those numbers up. And I'll see you back here for some more drawing very, very soon. Thank you. Enjoy the snow. Bye-bye.